Hey folks, so I've got an announcement to go over, and some other things that need clarifying. Oh, minor note before that though, please excuse the echo you may be hearing in my voice. I'm currently in Chicago and will be for a few weeks, and the room I'm recording in doesn't have the best acoustics, so I may sound a bit off over the next few videos. Okay, so first off, the announcement. I now have a second channel, Sethorven Live, and if you can guess from that name, this is where I plan to upload all of my streams from Twitch for those who can't catch them live. I'm only getting around to doing this like, 2 years after I started streaming? I'm good at my job, I promise. So these videos will be completely unedited recordings of my live streams, save for an intro, an outro, maybe some light adjustments here and there. But for the most part, these are coming from Twitch raw, so just keep that in mind. Also, the icon and the banner are placeholder at the moment until I can get something better. At the moment, my first uploads to the second channel are going to be my in-progress playthrough of Fallout 4 since I'd never played it, and I plan to add more to that library as I go along. This may also include some things like my Deus Ex playthrough that have been in progress for a while, but I've lost a few VODs to time, so I'll need to give some context in that case. Fucking God! There's so much stuff in there. I want it. Oh. I can get it, actually. Be gone, fuck! You know what? I'm not even mad because that is fucking hilarious. Either way, that's where my streamed content is going to be uploaded to from now on after they happen live on Twitch. I'm doing this because I tried to combine my stream content and my YouTube content together, and I don't feel it worked that well. Or at least I don't enjoy them being connected so much. It kind of started as a way for me to get content out there as I worked on other things, but it quickly turned into the only thing I did for a bit and actively took time away from those other things. You know, things like the main XCOM 2 series, which I've been wanting to put more time into. And if you're wondering about Shadow of War, I'll be talking about that here, so just stick with me for a bit. It's hard to explain, but there's a subtle difference in mindset when I'm recording something specifically for a YouTube video and when I'm live streaming. And trying to do them both at the same time just doesn't feel good for me. Doing streams with the intention of turning them into full YouTube videos actively made streaming less fun for me, and editing through them has been a pain in a lot of ways. So I'm just gonna fully devote my main channel to my traditionally created content plus new things, and leave the streams to Twitch and the second channel. Now, what does that mean for the Subnautica series and the XCOM 2 modded series? Let's tackle these one at a time. The Subnautica series will be staying where it is, since people seem to really be enjoying it, and it's one of the few instances where I think I found a way to make the stream work decently in a YouTube video setting. Since the series is slower, less heavily edited, and more atmospheric by design to match the tone of the game, it feels less like I'm trying to put a round peg through a square hole. And it gives me an excuse to use Half-Life music, which I'm always happy to do. I did stream a few episodes of Subnautica Below Zero recently, but that game is still in early access and will be getting a complete story rework soon, which will reset everyone's saves, so once it's fully released, I'll be making a full series on it on this channel. In the meantime, I'll upload the streams of it I did do to the second channel. So how about the XCOM 2 modded series? This one, I'm unsure on. I definitely plan to continue streaming it, but as far as making YouTube content on it goes, I don't know. I kinda wanna start putting more time into the main XCOM 2 series over it, but I know people have been enjoying it as well, so my tentative answer is expect future episodes to go on the second channel and be less edited, but we'll see. Speaking of the main XCOM series though, let's go over what the future for the main channel is. First off, I do really want to continue the War of the Chosen series, and will, but at the moment I'm not completely sure where it's going to go next. I know how I want it to end, but getting there is a whole other story. Up to now, I've kinda just been riding this by the seat of my pants, and well, I guess I've been doing that since the beginning, but here I want each episode to have a point and a purpose, like being an episode of a TV series or something. That's kind of the form the whole playthrough has taken on over time, and I just need a bit to think on what to do next. And hey, on a different note, since I'm devoting my main channel specifically to content like War of the Chosen, you can even expect to see more of... Yeah, that. Okay, so next, I keep talking about wanting to do other things quite a lot, and have yet to really do any of them. I've really been wanting to do more stuff like reviews and video essays, since that's the kind of content I grew up on, but the last time I did that, the video did very poor despite how much effort I put into it, which isn't the first time that's happened by the by, and I'm pretty sure it nuked my channel's recommended rates for a while because of that. Now, I know the common response is, screw it, do what you want, dude, and while I certainly would love to and appreciate the thought, I'm not really confident I'm in a position where I can. I'm not the biggest channel, and at this point, how a video does view-wise is still pretty important, since that affects how often my channel is recommended to potential new subscribers because of the almighty algorithm. And since my first review is almost a year and a half old and still hasn't met my channel's average view count, yeah, I'm still shaking off the nerves to try it again. Granted, I do look back on it and definitely see where I could have done things better. Some parts just sound forced or plain annoying, so I guess I could just pass it off as a rough first attempt situation. Although despite that, the responses from people who did watch it were very positive, so I'm gonna look over what I feel I did good and what I want to do better, and eventually do more of that sort of thing in the future. Currently, I do have plans to do something on Fallout 76 as a sort of is it good yet video, but since that's getting a big update in less than a month, I'm gonna wait to see what that changes. Alright, so now for the other big Graug-shaped elephant in the room, Shadow of War. Where is it? What's gonna happen to it? And will I continue it? Yes, I will, but not right now. Following my last Shadow of War episode, I have not had any real drive to play the game again, much less work on a video for it. Not to say that I think the last video was bad, I think it came out great, but the game itself has not been very fun for me for the last few times I've tried to play it. And if there is one thing I hate, it's phoned-in content. You know, where the person making it very clearly doesn't want to, but they're forcing themselves to because of that YouTube grind! So rather than burn myself out on it even faster by just forcing out content for the sake of it, I'd rather put my focus into something I'm actually enjoying my time with. Which might make you wonder why I'm doing something on 76 eventually, and well, curiosity is the answer to that. That and the process of scripting out that video has actually been pretty fun. But yeah, Shadow of War will be continuing eventually. Not sure when, just need to think of ways to make working on it fun for myself again. So, yeah, that's everything. New channel, streamed content will be uploaded onto that for the future, more content specifically made for the main channel, and Shadow of War will be continuing eventually. So, thank you all for sticking with me, and I'm looking forward to working on the next big video, whatever it happens to be. So, as always, y'all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you next time.